All right, here we go. Welcome to Neillsville High School for non-conference girls basketball action here tonight, or this afternoon, I should say. The Assumption Royals' first game in 2 weeks going up, or the Assumption Royals at 2-3 overall, going up against the Neillsville Warriors at 5-0 here this year, and ranked number 9 in Division 4. Again, good afternoon, everyone. Steve Maves alongside Lindsay Maves here in Neillsville. Should be a good matchup. Again, talked to Coach Klein before the game. He said they had 4 very good practices leading up to this matchup. They have to cram a lot of games in a very short period of time here to end the before the new year, and it should be a good one here tonight. Their last game, a 60-57 loss to Phillips, and before that, a 58-55 loss to Auburndale. So we'll get into Neillsville in just a moment. They have cruised through their games so far here in 2020 and 2021. We're going to send it down to our PA announcer for our national anthem and starting lineups here in Neillsville. You're watching exclusive girls basketball here in Neillsville on Zaleski Sports. We're gonna send it over and let her take it over here for the next couple minutes.
Featuring the visiting Wisconsin Rapids Assumption Royals and your own Neillsville Warriors. The Neillsville School District asks that during the duration of the game, masks are worn over the nose and mouth, and please practice social distancing. Per the WIAA, too, we please ask that you exit the field house within 10 minutes after the completion of the game. To honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to stand, remove your hats and place your hand over your heart for the playing of our national anthem. And now for tonight's starting lineups. First off for the Assumption Royals. A senior, number 14, Sam Nelson. A sophomore, number 24, Kristen Casey. A junior, number 30, Ida Nara Sanchez-Rosa. A senior, number 32, Jessie Grunhofer. And a senior to round out the lineup, number 54, Emily Bold. The starting lineup for the Neillsville Warriors tonight. A senior, number 10, Bella Opel. A junior, number 23, Emma Mosley. A sophomore, number 24, Amelia Trunkel. A freshman, number 32, Paris Opel. Rounding out the starting lineup for the Warriors, a senior, number 42, Taryn Stockheimer. The Warriors are coached by Jenny Whalen and Jamie Wood, and the head coach is John Byron.
Think we on? There we go. Good thing we're going, ready to go here in Neillsville. non-conference girls basketball here this afternoon. Shouldn't say tonight. A handful of games going on around Zaleski Sports. Had a wrestling match earlier this morning over at the Bozeman Company Fieldhouse. And I guess they're doing a jump ball. Again, this is the third jump ball I've seen this year. It does not happen anymore very often anymore, as they usually just give the away team the basketball, and then we're underway. Emily Bowen against Bella Opelt to do the jump ball, and right easily goes to the Assumption Royals. Click the record button. There you go. Grundhofer swings it around. Now Ionara with it. Gets into lane. She's blocked and going to be taken away by Stockheimer for Neillsville. 17-30, just underway here in Neillsville. The 5-0 Warriors, the 2-3 Assumption Royals. Swings around over to Stockheimer. Back over to Trunkel. Stockheimer top of the key. Opelt. Bella, one of the best players in all the area. Three-pointer off the back bracket. Stockheimer comes away with the rebound. Back over to Opelt. Opelt steps through and blocked by Bone and taken by Sammy Nelson. The Royals have a handful of huge games coming up the next couple of days. Kristen Casey with it. Underneath the Grundhofer. What a pass! And she'll go to line for two. Nice pass underneath to Jessie Grundhofer. The foul going on Emma Mosley, her first, team's first. .56 to go. Grundhofer line for two. Just 14 points a game. First one up and off the back bracket. Again, this has been a trouble point for the Royals the last number of years. It's been the free throw line that came to full fruition in their loss against Phillips last week. 2 weeks ago. Second one is no good. 0 for 2 from the line. Assumption, again, hasn't played since December 4th in that loss to Phillips. Has it. 15-foot line down low. Pull-up jumper left baseline. Got it to go. Amelia Trunkel for two. 2-0 Neillsville, just underway. Ionara with it. 2-3 zone. Swings it around to Kristen Casey. Back over to Ionara. Back to Casey. Left corner. Kicks it over to Ionara. Underneath to Bone. Sammy Nelson, three. Corner and got it. Sammy Nelson for three. Nice in and out passing from Bone and Nelson. And the Royals on the board. Terrence Stockheimer right at the free throw line, or at the mid-court line. And it's going to be a jump ball. Nice job by Kristen Casey and Ionara. It's going to be a jump ball to Neillsville. 16 minutes left here in the opening half, just underway. Some more other games going on. Columbus Catholic hosting Eau Claire Regis. And Beaver Dam traveled up to Mosinee today in boys action. Three-pointer right side, got it. Answers back for Amelia Trunkel. She's got 5 early here. It's 5-3 Neillsville. Ionara with it, crosses the timeline, and good crossover dribble, gets into lane, floater. She'll go to line for two. Again, Assumption doesn't, Assumption gets to the line plenty. They just got to start executing. Hear from our friends over at Sherrill Tire in just a moment. First one for Ionara is up and good. 9 points a game for the junior. The lefty with her second free throw. Good. Knotted up at 5. 15:40 remaining. Bella Opelt over to Stockheimer, looking down. A high floater, and it's going to be caught by Paris Opelt. Over to Stockheimer. Trunkel's got the 5. She goes baseline left and throws it up and nearly taken away. Opelt might have gotten away with a step, but she lays it in. And Coach Klein saw exactly what I saw. 7-5, Neillsville. INR with it. Swings around to Casey. Grundhofer, three-corner left corner and got it. Assumption hasn't missed a beat. 8-7. Knocking down some big shots. Again, Coach Klein said they had some good practices the last 4 days. Over to Bella Opelt on the right wing. Swings it over to Stockheimer. Long three for Taryn, left short. And rebound taken by Kristen Casey for the Royals. They have Lacrosse Aquinas coming to Wisconsin Rapids on Monday. Underneath to Grundhofer. Got it poked away, and Stockheimer comes away with the steal. 14:30 remaining. Opelt crossed the timeline, hands it off to Opelt. And a foul on INR, and she knew it, as Kendall Dillman will check in for the Royals. 8-7, Wisconsin Rapids Assumption. Izzy Youngworth and Kendall Dillman check in. For Assumption for the first time, Kylie Boyer checks in for the first time. Terrence Stockheimer inbounds it, Bella Opelt with it. Skips it across. Trunkel picks up her dribble. Now over to Boyer. Back over to Trunkel. Boyer left side. Skips over to Stockheimer. Stockheimer to Trunkel. Baseline right. An offense rebound taken by the Warriors. Three-pointer Opelt off the back bracket. Another offense rebound taken by the Warriors. Trunkel picks up her dribble. Hands off to Bella Opelt. Gets a screen from Trunkel. Gets into the painted area and nearly threw it away. Fought for on the ground, and it's going to be a jump ball, and it'll go to the Royals. A turnover for Neillsville. 13:42 to go. Your locally owned Sherrill Tire and Service Center will keep you rolling and growing by coming to you with one of our 14 farm and commercial service trucks. Find your location on SherrillTire.com. 13:40 remaining. Again, we will be with Assumption on Monday and Tuesday, as the boys will host Marathon, the girls Aquinas on Monday. Kevin Bargander and I will be over at Assumption High School. And then they're off until after Christmas, when they will host the Spencer Rockets in a Hoops for Hope game. That's going to be a good one. Good fundraiser for the girls. Izzy Youngworth pull-up jumper, can't get it to go. And Emily Bone pokes it out of bounds with 13:10 remaining. Bella Opelt, again, one of the top athletes in all the area. Basketball court, volleyball court, softball field. Bella Opelt can do it all. Three-pointer right side, got it. Trunkel's got 7 of the 10. And it's 10-8. Neillsville. Ainara kicks it over to Kristen Casey. Weak pass, knocked away partially. Ainara comes away with it, and she's going to travel. Try to get up with it, and you can't do that. And a couple of substitutions. Malia Colo, Kayla Kirkman, and Maria Hartley check in for the Royals. As they say in hockey, line change for Wisconsin Rapids. 12:30 remaining. Stockheimer, why not? Trunkel almost knocked down another one. She's got 7 of the 10 for Neillsville. Excuse me, 8. 6, 8, yeah, 6 or 8 of the 10. Sometimes I can't add. Youngworth, three-pointer left that one short. Fought for and taken by Neillsville. Opelt with it, across the timeline with 12 minutes to go in the opening half. Again, Royals' first game since December 4th. That one was left short. Opelt flies high for the rebound. Offense rebound, but she'll go to line for 2. Opelt averaging 16 points a game. That's Bella Opelt averaging 16 points a game. Jaden Barth getting ready to check in. First one for Bella is nothing but perfect. Barth checks in, Grundhofer checks in. And Sammy Nelson checks in. $11:55 remaining. Opelt's second one is up and good. 12-8 Neillsville with under 12 minutes to go in the opening half. Here in Neillsville, non-conference girls basketball action exclusively right here at Zaleski Sports. Sammy Nelson has it. Swings her over to Kayla Kirkman. To Malia Kola, 15-foot line, and threw it right into the hands of Emma Mosley. 11.5 to go. Kicks it around to Barth. Left corner. Good cut by Opelt, but finds a pull-up jumper there. Nice shot for Kylie Boyer. And a timeout coming for Coach Klein, a 30-second timeout.
Experience choice at Mid-State Technical College. Experience your choice to learn with small, in-person classes, online classes, and innovative technology classes. Your choice of school to career or career to career support. Your choice to get started here and transfer as a junior to all UW colleges or with an associate degree in one of our 60 in-demand programs. Experience choice at Mid-State Technical College. Get started at mstc.edu.
Welcome back to Neillsville. Again, exclusive Assumption Royals girls basketball right here at Zaleski Sports, as will be the rest of the winter. Girls basketball, boys basketball, with 11:15 to go. Assumption has had a pretty tough schedule so far, and Sammy Nelson will get called for the carry. And a turnover with 11:11 to go would make a wish here in the first half. So Assumption's schedule so far, a very good Edgar team. They knocked off in their first game 40-34. Shawano in the Bay Conference lost to them 59-51 in the Cranberry Classic. Took care of Lord's Academy pretty handedly. And then lost to Auburndale, who lost to Stratford last night. The Merriwood South is up for grabs. And then they fell to Phillips 2 weeks ago. Trunkle with it, swings it around to left side. Kicks it all the way over to Barth. Three-pointer with a hand in her face, left short, and an offense rebound, but it'll go out of bounds. Jaden's only played in the game this year. She's got 9 points in that one game. Neillsville has been a little bit of a smoother ride than Assumption so far as Paris Opel checks in. First game, 65-24 against Spencer. Then they beat up on Owen Withey by 71, 92-21 over the Blackhawks. Saw the Blackhawks in action on Thursday in Greenwood with 10.5 to go. And nearly thrown away as Youngworth corrals it. And now finds Sammy Nelson, hands it off. No, she'll keep it herself with 10:20 to go. Good defense by the senior Opelt. Grundhofer, 15-foot line, over to Nelson, in and out of her hands, and taken away by Neillsville. Paris Opel goes up and in, counted in the foul. The freshmen make a noise early here. And this time a line change. 5 in, 5 out coming for Coach Klein. So they beat Spencer, beat Owen Withey, knocked off Greenwood 67-24. McDonald Central, their closest game, 51-42. And then Granton 61-20. So haven't had a whole lot of adversity as of yet for this Neillsville Warrior team. They're up by 8 right now. Paris looking for 9, and it is good. 17-8. We've seen a scoring drought for quite a few minutes for Assumption. Kendall Dillman back into the game along with Ayanara, Kristen Casey, Maria Hartley, and Emily Bone. Swings it around. Dillman to Casey, looking down to Hartley. Back to the top of the key. They can't get anything within the three-point line right now. Dillman, the freshman pull-up jumper, left it way short. and off of the fingertips of Emily Bone, it'll go back to the Warriors. 9:39 to go in the opening half. Here from Neillsville. Trunkle, good cut there, easy pass, and can't finish, and a very late call. But nonetheless, Paris Opel will go to line for two. That's one of those that's one of those fouls. If she makes the shot, you probably wouldn't call it. She missed it, and Paris's first free throw is good. Terrence Stockheimer checks back into the game for Neillsville. Just like that, 10-point lead for the Warriors. Second one is good. 3 for 3 from the line to this afternoon so far for Paris Opelt, and the Warriors up by 11. Good crossover again there by Ionara. Schedule games when you can and as you can. And Coach Klein has put his girls through the ringer so far this year. And rightfully so. I mean, they are in a good conference. Dillman goes left baseline and fought for. Going to be taken away by Bella Opel. She turns on the burners and stops right there. And a tough foul there on Kristen Casey. With 8:57 to go, 5th team foul on the Royals. Again, Edgar, obviously in their conference, tough game. Shawano gets invited to the Cranberry Classic. They win. Lord's Academy, the Knights are going to be in for a tough ride after they lost one of their senior forwards. And then Auburndale and Phillips. Phillips manhandled Auburndale. And then Auburndale took took one last night. A 7-point loss, low-scoring game, 39-32 loss to Stratford last night. Go back and look at that game at Zaleski Sports. Maybe it is Stratford Tigers on Facebook, and Emily Bone nearly throws it away. Kristen Casey, Ionara in the corner, right corner. 8:15 to go in the opening half. Swings around to Ionara, right on the N of Neillsville. Playing catch. Again, no movement right now for the Royals with 8 minutes to go in the opening half. Kendall Dillman into Emily Bone. Back over to Ionara. 3-pointer left open this time. Ionara for 3. She's got 5, and Assumption cools their scoring drought. Terrence Stockheimer has it. Paris Opelt over to Taryn. Stockheimer was a big 3-point shooter last year for the Warriors. Stockheimer has it again. As you saw in her first attempt, a very deep 3, missed. Kicks it over. This time she's left open, and she's going to hit the back bracket. An offensive rebound taken by Amelia Trunkle. And the foul is going to go on Amelia Trunkle. A tough foul on Trunkle, and Coach Geyer can't believe it. Opportunity for Assumption to continue to cut into this lead. Neillsville has only given up a score of over 30 once this year. And Emily Bone throws it into the hands of Bella Opel. Bella with it on the right wing. Kicks over to Terrence Stockheimer. She's going to let it fire again. And that one's way off, and nobody's there for Assumption. Blocked by Bone and taken by Grundhofer. Kicks up to Kristen Casey, talented sophomore. She's going to take it all the way. Layup and in. Good take for Kristen Casey. If nobody stops you, keep it going. 6-point deficit for the Royals. Trunkle with it. Skips over to Stockheimer again. Pull-up jumper, Paris Opelt, and Kristen Casey comes away with the rebound. She's going to push it quickly. 3-on-2 over to INR on the right baseline. INR takes it all the way. She got smacked, nothing called. Ball's on the ground. Emily Bone fights for it, still loose, and Ionara comes away with it. Bone's got to get out of the lane. Yep. Into the game, Skylar Hart and Kylie Boyer. And they've given up 24, 21, 24, 42, and 20. Again, the competition hasn't been too bad for Neillsville yet. They play Loyal in a couple of weeks. That's going to be a huge, huge game. Loyal 4-0, Neillsville 4-0 in the conference. And an offensive foul on Bella Opelt. Good defense by Sammy Nelson. 6 minutes to go in the opening half. 19-13. At halftime, we'll hear from our sponsors and then get you ready for half number 2 here in Neillsville. 9 combined fouls. Not a whole lot of stoppage as of yet. Coach Klein took 1 timeout. Ayanara, three-pointer left side, bangs it home. Ayanara for 3, and she's got 8, and it's a 3-point deficit for Assumption. Gets into lane, Stockheimer, down low. Nice move by Paris Opelt and lays it in. Paris averages 8, and the very, very talented freshman, 7 so far. Swings around to Kristen Casey. Baseline, Grundhofer. Back over to Kristen. Kicks over to Ayanara, top of the key. Trying to figure out this 2-3 zone here against Neillsville. Stains to Rosas. Across over to Grundhofer. Thought about the 3. She takes the 3. Left it short. And with the rebound comes Boyer. Under 5 minutes to go. 21-16 Warriors. Cuts. Kicks it back to the top for Stockheimer. Hart with it. Hands it off to Bella Opelt. She gets into lane. Stockheimer down to Opelt. Just that first move by Paris, too much for Emily Bones so far, but comes away with it, does Ayanara. She steps through, and a blocking foul on Terrence Stockheimer as Ayanara tried to Euro step through. We'll see if they will give her shots. No, ball or the foul on the ground, and Ayanara not happy that she's not going to the free throw line. 4:31 to go here in the opening half. Emma Mosley checks in, Izzy Youngworth, and Kayla Kirkman for the Royals. Skylar Hart checks out for Neillsville. Sammy Nelson staying way out of bounds to inbounds. She does. Back over to Nelson. Good pick by Kirkman. 3 on the way. Can't get it to go. Good hustle by Kayla Kirkman. Ball's on the ground. She comes away with it for the Royals. Into Jessie Grundhofer. Puts her head down, puts it up, and puts it in. Jessie's got 5, and again, just a 3-point deficit here for the Royals. Opel crosses the timeline. She gets met by Kayla Kirkman, hands it off to Boyer. Over to Stockheimer. Thought about the 3. She's missed 3 pretty bad shots so far. Stockheimer with it again. Skips it all the way over to Boyer. Down low. Good defense by Grundhofer, but they're going to get her for the foul. Next time the foul on Assumption will put Neillsville in the bonus. Malia Colo checks in. Jaden Barth checks in. Under 4 minutes to go, 21-18 Neillsville. Inbounds it to Paris Opelt. Gets to the lane. Kicks it out to Terrence Stockheimer. Back over to Bella Opelt on the right wing, or left wing. Stockheimer thought about it, hands it off to Bella. Resets for Neillsville. Stockheimer over to Paris Opelt, or excuse me, that's Barth. 3:30 remaining. Stockheimer, they're going to leave her alone. She's going to let her rip, and there's her first 3 of the game. She's played in 4 games, and she averages 8 points. 6-point lead now for the Warriors. 3:10 to go. Kristen Casey back over to Sammy Nelson. Kayla Kirkman with it. Youngworth thought about the 3-pointer. She lets it go off the mark and off of Kristen Casey and to the Warriors. Again, the Royals will have Lacrosse Aquinas coming to town on Monday. We'll have that game for you. And then the Assumption boys will host Marathon. And then Christmas break for a while for us. And we'll be right back at Assumption the next week. Stockheimer thought about it again. Bella Opelt at the top of the key, swings around to Barth. Barth to Opelt, back to Barth. Playing catch now. Back to Opelt, back to Barth. Paris Opelt, right baseline. She gets double teamed, gets out of it, picks up her dribble, steps on the line, and they're going to give Coach Geyer a timeout. We'll keep her right here. We'll keep her right here, 30-second timeout. We'll hear from our friends at Fleet Farm. All right, 30-second timeout. That's probably his use it or lose it timeout. This holiday season, give the gift everyone wants, a Fleet Farm gift card. Going on now, when you purchase a $100 gift card, you get a free $10 gift card. Use it as a gift or keep it for yourself. Gifts are big at Fleet Farm. Find a gift for everyone on your list, from the kids to the cook and the handyman to the hunter. Get it all at Fleet Farm. Again, that's a new rule put in a couple of weeks ago by the WIAA, a use it or lose it 30-second timeout in each half. And I'm sure that was Coach Klein's first timeout, and then that was Coach Geyer's first timeout, those 30-second timeouts. Neillsville basketball, 2:33 remaining here in the first half. They lead 24-18. For not playing for 2 weeks, Coach Klein and the girls have put in a good effort so far, especially for the scores that Neillsville has put on some of the other teams that they've played. Opelt over to Barth on the right side. Back over to Opelt, swings it over to Stockheimer, looking down low, nothing there. Back over to Barth, thought about the three-pointer. She lets the three-pointer go, and she lets it into the bottom of the net. Jaden Barth for three. That's one thing that Assumption is lacking this year and has are outside shooters that are dangerous. And right now, as that one gets thrown away and Barth comes away with it, just like that, a 9-point lead. That's how big three-pointers can be. Mosley into Opelt. Stockheimer to Opelt. Swings it back around. Bella with it. Over to Stockheimer. Again, the ball movement for Neillsville, phenomenal. Trying to get these girls to move, and Stockheimer off the back bracket can't get it to go, and ball's on the ground. Ionara comes away with it for the Royals. 90 seconds remaining in the first half, 27-18 Warriors. Ionara over to Sammy Nelson. Nelson goes baseline, good move. And Barth is going to be called for the foul. Sixth team foul with 79 seconds remaining, as Emily Bone's going to check in for the final minute 19. And Kayla Kirkman checks in as well for Sammy Nelson. Izzy Youngworth inbound. Ionara is wide open. There you go. She lets her rip. She off the back bracket. Emily Bone, good box out by Terrence Stockheimer with 1:10 to go in the opening half. 27-18. It's been a game of runs so far, a game of big three-pointers for Neillsville here in the first. 60 seconds remaining. Barth with it. And the ball movement has been exquisite so far in the last couple of minutes. Down low to Opelt. She can't jump. I guess she could. And that was going to be ripped out of the hands by Izzy Youngworth with 45 seconds left. Over to Ionara. Thought about it. Kristen Casey with it. Emily Bone's open. Got to look for her. 35 seconds left. Kristen Casey kicks it out to Kayla Kirkman. And nobody home. Miscommunication between the senior and the sophomore. Mosley kicks it out to Opelt with 20 seconds remaining. Coach Geyer calls for one final shot, unless it's wide open. Jaden Barth over to Bella Opelt, 15. Now 10. Barth to Opelt to Stockheimer with 5. 3 seconds. Pull-up jumper for Opelt at the buzzer and can't get it to go. That will end our first half here in Neillsville. An exciting first half. Got to give credit to the Royals after not playing for 2 weeks. Come and put a good first half together against the number 9 ranked team in Division 4. We'll get some stuff added up here in Neillsville. We'll hear from our sponsors. We'll start with our new sponsor. We'll hear from Solaris. We'll hear from Solaris and come back to Neillsville after we hear from our
Hello,
sponsor.
I'm Justin Hebner, CEO of Solaris in Wisconsin Rapids. During this season of reflection, we'd like to acknowledge and thank the more than 15,000 customers who have trusted us with their internet, phone, and TV service. When we first started building our fiber optic network, we were thinking towards the future. While we could never have predicted the challenges this year's pandemic presented, we were proud to see our network shine as our community suddenly needed reliable upload speeds for all their learn and work from home activities. We are honored that so many of you have trusted Solaris to keep you connected at such a critical time. To express our gratitude, we are gifting all current internet, phone, and TV customers $50 to support our community. Whether this gift provides little comfort, allows you to shop a local business, or encourages you to donate to a worthy cause, we offer it as a token of appreciation and a symbol of our commitment to this community we all call home. Thank you for choosing local. Thank you for choosing Solaris. Happy holidays from our family to yours.
This one-time gift is applicable to current Solaris internet, phone, and TV customers subscribed on or before October 30th, 2020.
Why am I an orthopedic surgeon? It's a great question. It was nothing I planned. I actually am a Spanish major. Went back to school and became a physical therapist. That was okay, but I decided to go back to school and become a surgeon. I think the biggest thing when you're talking to the patient is if you can relate to them, number one. Number two is if you can teach them what the problem is. If you can teach them what the problem is, they're going to do fine. They're going to learn what it is, they're going to figure out how to fix it, and then they're going to adapt. There's days when things don't work out and things are harder than others, but clearly you're here for one reason and you're not here for you. You're here for the patient that comes in. Healthcare is kind of like going to the supper club in Wisconsin. You always feel like you need to travel to get a better Friday fish fry or to get the prime rib on Saturday, but really here we have everything under the same roof. We have everything within a hospital that, quite frankly, is rated in the top 2 hospitals in the state for joint replacements. We have hospitals coming to us to ask how we do joint replacements, how we solve the problem, how we get patients motivated and moving with very low risk and very low complication rates. And our outcomes are much better.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right, free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the director at Little Sprouts. Little Sprouts has been a real great community. It's very family friendly. It feels like a big family to me, and being the new director here, I felt very welcomed into the family. I like the smaller family. Everybody knows everybody, and you all get to know everybody in the center, and we do family activities and much of a family atmosphere.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com.
At V&H Automotive, you'll get the best price and best selection on all Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Ram, Dodge, and Jeep models guaranteed. At V&H, our friendly staff is always ready, here to serve you. No pressure, no gimmicks, just great deals, great service, and the best vehicles in central Wisconsin. Come see why our customers rate us #1.
V&H Automotive, a short drive from anywhere, or visit us at vhautos.com.
Welcome back to Neillsville. Get you some first half scoring here this afternoon. First for the home team, the Neillsville Warriors. Bella Opelt with 4. Jaden Barth hit a big three-pointer. Amelia Trunkle with 8 quick points. She had the first 8 of the game for Neillsville. Kylie Boyer with 2. And Paris Opelt with 7. Terrence Stockheimer with 3. They were 5 for 5 from the line and had 4 3-pointers in that first half. For the visiting Assumption Royals, Sammy Nelson hit a big 3-pointer. Kristen Casey with a bucket. Ayanara Sainz de Rosas with 8. She had 2 3-pointers. Jessie Grundhofer with 5. She had a 3-pointer. The Royals were 2 for 4 from the free throw lines. 4 3-pointers for Assumption, 4 3-pointers for Neillsville. But the ball movement for Neillsville the last couple of minutes has been outstanding. Give you some updates. We'll go through our We have, goodness, Eau Claire Regis 16-4 over Columbus. Regis over Columbus on girls' side. Beaver Dam and Mosney 34-33. I believe that's the JV game with 10.5 seconds remaining. That was quite the comeback for Mosney on the boys' side in that game. Again, appreciate everyone tuning in here today. Dan Ross tuning in. Saw Dan on Tuesday, I believe, in Edgar. Dan had quite a game last night. The Edgar Wildcats and the Auberdale Eagle boys. That came down to the last couple of seconds as the Eagles were able to knock off the number 4 ranked team of Division 4, the Edgar Wildcats. Are we going to see Dan tonight? Dan, let us know if you're coming to the party. The mini golf tournament. Appreciate the invite, Dan. We'll see if I'm heading up to the Northwoods next summer for some mini golf. But Dan, let us know if you're coming to the Christmas party, and it'd have been good to have you. But Lindsay and I are having a date afternoon here in Neillsville before the Christmas party in March. We'll take one more quick break and hear from Solaris.
Hello, I'm Justin Hebner, CEO of Solaris in Wisconsin Rapids. During this season of reflection, we'd like to acknowledge and thank the more than 15,000 customers who have trusted us with their internet, phone, and TV service. When we first started building our fiber optic network, we were thinking towards the future. While we could never have predicted the challenges this year's pandemic presented, we were proud to see our network shine as our community suddenly needed reliable upload speeds for all their learn and work from home activities. We are honored that so many of you have trusted Solaris to keep you connected at such a critical time. To express our gratitude, we are gifting all current internet, phone, and TV customers $50 to support our community. Whether this gift provides a little comfort, allows you to shop a local business, or encourages you to donate to a worthy cause. We offer it as a token of appreciation and a symbol of our commitment to this community we all call home. Thank you for choosing local. Thank you for choosing Solaris. Happy holidays from our family to yours.
This one-time gift is applicable to current Solaris Internet, phone, and TV customers subscribed on or before October 30th, 2020.
All right, welcome back to Neillsville. All same starters on both sides for the second half. Should be a good one to finish things up here this afternoon. We'll also hear from the rest of our sponsors during the second half. Opelt, Stockheimer, Trunkel, and Mosley into the game for Neillsville. As mentioned, same starters. Stockheimer on the near side, over to Opelt, down to Mosley. Good up fake, up and in. Good move for Emma Mosley. Her first bucket, and it's an 11-point game just like that. We'll have highlights of this game later on tonight. Bone over to Kristen Casey. She picks up her dribble over to Ionara. Emily Bone with no points so far. Averages 14.5 and throws it away. Emily Bone and Jessie Grundhofer average the same at 14.2. Ionara averages 9. See what kind of defensive pressure Coach Klein has dialed up here. Underneath, left wide open. Paris Opelt lays it in. Bella to Paris. 13-point lead now for Neillsville, just like that. Sammy Nelson has it. Again, you can't have anybody behind you on defense, and that's what the Royals did. Swings it over to Sammy Nelson in the right corner. 2-3 zone given Assumption fits right now. Ionara, high pass, went up to get it. 16.5 to go. 31-18. Ionara, floater in the lane, got it. Ionara's got 10. Back to an 11-point deficit for Assumption. Going to have a couple of other games going on around the Zaleski Sports Network this afternoon. The Ramblers taking it to the Dons on the girls' side early on in that game. Trunkel floater can't get it to go. Good rebound by Kristen Casey with 16 minutes left, 2 minutes gone by in the opening minutes of the second half. Ionara down to Emily Bone. Bone over to Ionara. Three-pointer left baseline and got it to go. Beautiful shot for Ionara, and she's got 13. 8-point deficit. Back-to-back buckets for Ionara. Bella Opelt swings over to Terrence Stockheimer. Mosley pull-up jumper, 15-footer. 33-23. Both teams pretty good shooting here to start the second half. Kristen Casey has it. Over to Ionara. Again, we'll be back with the Royals on Monday as they take on La Crosse Aquinas. Kristen Casey has it. Swings over to Sammy Nelson. Bone over to Ionara. Back over. Swings it over to Sammy Nelson again. Again, defense very suffocating right now for Neillsville. Ionara with it. One-handed pass over to Jessie Grundhofer. Grundhofer with a pair of fouls. Ionara looking into Emily Bone. Good defense by Emma Mosley. Face guarding. And Coach Klein will take his 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here as we hear from our friends over at Drexler Transport. Drexler has flatbed driving opportunities that pay you, a 5 cents premium per mile, premium over Vantage. Drexler Transport drivers are always home for their requested time off. Drexler Transport is a family-oriented company that treats you like family. Visit DrexlerTransport.com to apply today. So the defense for Neillsville giving Assumption all sorts of fits so far here, especially in the second half, as it has been a pretty good game so far here tonight. Izzy Youngworth checked in. that was the only change. Jesse Grundhofer gets the inbounds pass. Izzy Youngworth checked in for Kristen Casey. Ionara swings over to Sammy Nelson. Coach Klein yells out what he wants them to do. Ionara into Emily Bone. Back out to Ionara. Thought about the three-pointer, didn't take it. Izzy Youngworth. Back over to Sammy Nelson. Ionara with it. Jesse Grundhofer, 15-foot line underneath to Emily Bone. She gets double-teamed. And a jump ball, and it's going to stay with Assumption. 14:15 to go. Youngworth inbound. Going to throw it right in the hands of Emma Mosley. She's going to take it coast to coast. Kick it out. No, she's going to keep it herself. Pull-up jumper. Good pass fake. And Mosley's got 6 in the second half. 12-point lead for Neillsville. Youngworth with it. Swings it back around. Over to Emily Bone. Kicks it all the way over to Jesse Grundhofer. Ionara pull up 3. Left it just short and rebounded by Paris Opelt for Neillsville. 13:40 to go, second half. Over to Taryn Stockheimer. Kicks it over to Trunkel, who had 8 points in the first half. Stockheimer pulls up 3 and just rims out. Emily Bone comes away with a rebound. Again, Emily held scoreless so far. Averages 14 points a game. Does the senior 6'4" forward. Nice pass to Grundhofer. Up and in. Counted on the foul. What a beautiful pass. Across the lane to Grundhofer. She's got 7. We'll go to the line for one more. That's quite the find. As 3 check in, Dillman, Kirkman, and Colo. Kylie Boyer checks in for Neillsville. See if we can cut it back into a single digit, and Grundhofer misses. Stockheimer checks into the game. Has the ball off the rebound. Trunkel with it, working on Keela Kirkman. Good cut by Bella Opelt. Nobody stopped her, nobody between her and the basket, and just an easy 2. Bella's got 6, she averages 16. Keila Kirkman with it, picks up her dribble and finds Izzy Youngworth. 12-point lead again for the Warriors. Dribbles right back where he passed it. Nice pass, Colo kicks out to Youngworth. 3-pointer, got it. Izzy Youngworth knocks down the 3. Colo had a clean walk to the basket, kicked it out to Youngworth. And the game back to a 9-point deficit where we were at halftime. Swings around to Opelt. Opelt to Trunkel at the top of the key. 2-3 zone for the Royals. Haven't seen a lot of penetration into the gaps. Nice job by Colo, but she'll be called for the foul. And that's one thing you want to do against the zone. Penetrate those gaps and make them clamp down on you. Youngworth to inbound. Not Youngworth. Opelt. Swings it around. Boyer kicks back over to Stockheimer. Underneath, wow, beautiful pass, beautiful cut for Boyer. She's got 4. When you can get that open, the passes are made that much easier. 11-point game. Kicks over to Dillman. Youngworth with it. Back over to Dillman. Back over to Youngworth. Back over to Dillman. Into Colo, to Youngworth, to Kirkman. Kayla left open, 3-pointer. Off the mark, and offense rebound by Kayla. Dillman goes right baseline. Floater, couldn't quite get it to go. Fought for, and Stockheimer comes away with the rebound. 11:20 to go in the second half. 39-28 Warriors. Stockheimer with it, kicks it over to Bella Opelt. 3-pointer left side, off the mark, And good rebound. There were 3 Warriors there fighting for the basketball. Not much Jesse Grundhofer can do. Opelt to the top of the key. Steps through, steps in, steps up. Can't get it to go. Grundhofer with the rebound, and Jesse Grundhofer's down. Non-contact injury for Jesse Grundhofer, and we will take a quick break. Back to Neillsville. Make sure Jess is all right after this.
Why am I an orthopedic surgeon? It's a great question. It was nothing I planned. I actually am a Spanish major. Went back to school and became a physical therapist. That was okay, but I decided to go back to school and become the surgeon. I think the biggest thing when you're talking to the patient is if you can relate to them, number one. Number two is if you can teach them what the problem is. If you can teach them what the problem is, they're going to do fine. They're going to learn what it is, they're going to figure out how to fix it, and then they're going to adapt. There's days when things don't work out and things are harder than others, but clearly you're here for one reason and you're not here for you. You're here for the patient that comes in. Healthcare is kind of like going to the supper club in Wisconsin. You always feel like you need to travel to get a better Friday fish fry or to get the prime rib on Saturday, but really here we have everything under the same roof. We have everything within a hospital that, quite frankly, is rated in the top 2 hospitals in the state for joint replacements. We have hospitals coming to us to ask how we do joint replacements, how we solve the problem, how we get patients motivated and moving with very low risk and very low complication rates. And our outcomes are much better.
Welcome back to Neillsville as Jesse Grundhofer able to walk off on her own power as Coach Klein doing his best to make her laugh during that situation. But make sure Jess is all right. That would be a just a gigantic, if anything were to happen after that. Again, senior, and after coming off of a 2-week quarantine as a team, that stays with Neillsville. But make sure Jess is all right. Again, able to walk off in her own power. That's always a good sign. Opelt into Mosley and lays it in. Emily Bowen playing too far underneath the basket on an inbounds play. And Coach Klein will take a timeout. And a 30-second timeout. We'll keep her right here as we hear from our friends over at Spectrum Benefit. Spectrum Benefit Solutions with offices in Wausau, Stevens Point, Wisconsin Rapids, Medford, and now in Spencer. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solution works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started today. 13-point deficit for Assumption. 10:37 to go here in the second half. Again, we will be off, obviously, tomorrow. Don't play Sunday. But we'll have basketball for you on Monday. Go through the Celeste Sports schedule here for you in just a moment. I think we have our first gymnastics meet on Monday as well. Jason Zaleski will take you through that one. There we go. Schedule of the 21st. So we have Anago at Marshfield Gymnastics. Jason Zaleski, Trevor Zaleski, Rachel Zaleski, Jada Hamblin will have that one for you. Kevin Bargander and I will be at Assumption for Aquinas and Assumption. Ball on the ground, jump ball, and it'll be a turnover to Neillsville. And then Tuesday before the Christmas break, we have another whole lot of games for you. Go through those during our next dead ball break. Left wide open. Thought about it, did Trunkel. Skips it over to Mosley. Ball on the ground. Trunkel comes away with it. Dribbles near the half-court line. Back over to Boyer. Underneath, good pass. Another good pass to Opel. She's going to get fouled by Hartley. With 10:14 to go here in the second half. You got to be smart with one of your senior forwards on the getting looked at. Swings around to Boyer. Jesse Grundhofer going down just moments ago. Holding that left ankle. Trunkel with it on the left wing. skips it all the way over to Bella Opelt as she's getting it tested out. That would be pretty big for Assumption. Trunkle runner can't get it to go. And Jess is going to run back to the bench. INR 1-on-4. Can't get it to go. She hits the deck. Jesse Grundhofer telling Coach Klein she's ready to go. Mosley gets in, kicks it back out to Bella Opelt, gets into the lane, kicks it back over to Trunkle, three-pointer right side bang. Trunkle's first bucket since the opening minutes of the first half, but kicks it out to a 44-28 game now in favor of Neillsville. Nelson down to Emily Bone. Bone takes one dribble, passes it back out to Nelson, top of the key. Just right, and going to come away with the rebound is Bella Opelt with under 9 minutes to go, halfway through the second half. And don't forget, sticking around for our Neillsville Dairy post-game show as well. We'll run down the numbers of this game, get you ready for games coming up next week as well. INR thought about it. Maria Hartley at the top of the key. Maria, three-pointer, just rims out, and it will be picked up by Trunkle. 8:40 to go, 44-28. Emily, Grundhofer's going to take a little extra breather with 8.5 remaining. Mosley, who has come through big in the second half, that one's going to be thrown away. Touched by Trunkle, and it's going to be an over and back for Neillsville. Malia Colo, Kendall Dillman, Jesse Grundhofer, Izzy Youngworth check in. Taryn Stockheimer, Jaden Barth for Neillsville. Emily Bone still scoreless right now for the Royals. 4 in, 4 out for Assumption. Underneath to Grundhofer. Good move, and airballs it. Again, still a little ginger on that left ankle. Just talking right after that slight injury. As Jess is back into the game, swings around to Trunkle on the right side, kicks over to Barth. Barth over to Opelt. Dillman tried to read it, or she did read it, tried to take it away. Kicks back over to Barth on the near side. Again, ball movement here for Neillsville, just as good as it was in the first half. Barth with it, kicks over to Trunkle. Trunkle down to Opelt. Back over to Trunkle, kicks it back over to Barth. Three-pointer left side, just off the mark. Offensive rebound, nobody there. Paris Opelt's got 11. And Coach Klein will take a timeout. It'll be a full timeout. We will do the same. We'll be back to Neillsville right after this.
Experience choice at Mid-State Technical College. Experience your choice to learn with small, in-person classes, online classes, and innovative technology classes. Your choice of school to career or career to career support. Your choice to get started here and transfer as a junior to all UW colleges or with an associate degree in one of our 60 in-demand programs. Experience choice at Mid-State Technical College. Get started at mstc.edu.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Welcome back to Neillsville High School for non-conference girls basketball action. 18-point lead now for the 18-point lead now for the Neillsville Warriors. As Kendall Dillman will inbound right in front of Coach Klein with 7:29 remaining in the ball game. And give credit to some of the, or to all these officials, all the players, but the officials, some of them with the automated hand whistles, some of the other ones with they put the whistle under the mask, which is unbelievable. Kendall Dillman has it right baseline. Kicks it over to Kristen Casey. Casey to Maria Hartley. Underneath to Emily Bone. Good pass. Gets double teamed from behind. Blocked by Stockheimer. But Bone will go to line for two. See if Emily can get on the board. Again, Neillsville 5-0 coming into this ball game. Ranked 9th in Division 4. They had dropped from 8th. First one from Bone is up and good. Take a look at Neillsville upcoming schedule as well. In just a moment. 7:05 remaining. Talking on the way over here. It's kind of weird to come to these places during the day. Second one is perfect. Being in Greenwood, Pittsville last night. Greenwood on Thursday, and then come over here during the day. And that one is going to be on the ground, picked up by Kristen Casey. 16-point deficit for Assumption. Just under 7 minutes to go. Bone goes baseline, gets triple teamed, blocked from behind, and taken away. And Emily Bone nearly picks up a foul 85 feet from the basket. Bone's got to get back. 3-on-2. Barth left baseline. Bella Opelt with it. Got a handoff, and she's going to get fouled, go to line for two. As a line change coming for Assumption. So the Clover Belt East right now is a close race. First one is up and good for Bella. Should come down to two teams. We got Loyola at 4-0, Neillsville at 4-0, Greenwood at 2-1. They have knocked off Spencer and Owen Withy. Columbus Catholic at 2-2, Spencer at 2-4, Gilman at 1-0, Colby at 1-1, Granton at 0-3, and Owen Withy at 0-5. Giving Neillsville's upcoming schedule in just a moment. Opelt misses the back end. 6:25 remaining in the ball game. Kirkman with it. Underneath to Malia Colo. Colo over to Youngworth. Three-pointer right side, right on line. And Izzy's got her second tray of the second half. 47-33. Got to get back. Over to Paris Opelt. Back to Bella. 6 minutes remaining. Hands off to Terrence Stockheimer. Stockheimer picks up her dribble, gets double teamed. Nice job by Izzy Youngworth. Jump ball, and it'll go to the Royals. 5:51 to go. The big game of the year in the Clover Belt. We'll tell you about that in just a moment, when that game is going to be. It'll be Neillsville and Loyal. Youngworth left opening in. Three-pointer. Izzy's got 9. And it's just an 11-point deficit. Mosley with it. Working on Jesse Grundhofer. Picks up her dribble. Bella Opelt just gets established in the front court. Stockheimer with it. Now man-to-man for Assumption. They struggled mightily against Auburndale 2 weeks ago when they switched from zone to man. Stockheimer with it on the left side. Takes off the dribble. Opelt was open underneath. Mosley takes it off the dribble, 15-foot line, over to Opelt, baseline, up, and the foul is going to be on the floor with 5 minutes to go and 5 check in. So Neillsville they'll head to Gilman on Monday, Columbus Catholic on Tuesday, and then they take part in the Auburndale Christmas tournament. They'll take on the Eagles on Monday the 28th. I'll be there on the 29th. And then Tuesday, January 5th, big game. And then right back at it on the 11th. So they play the Loyal Greyhounds twice within a week. And that could be and determine the conference. Early in January could determine the conference. Opelt, foot on the line, and got it. Dillman with it, 49-36. Bone with it in the lane. She turns and just throws and out of bounds. 4:31 to go. 13-point deficit. This has been a good test for Assumption, good test for Neillsville as well. After 5 pretty, not mediocre games, but 5 games against teams with a caliber that you would expect them to blow out, and they did. Except McDonald Central, that was their closest game, a 9-point win, and a foul on Ionara. Big collision between Opelt and Saints de Rosas. Jesse Grunhofer checks in for Maria Hartley. 4:06 remaining. Bella Opelt to inbound. Again, if you don't play a lot of man, it's kind of hard to go from zone to man when you don't practice it a whole lot either. 4 minutes to go. 13-point deficit for Assumption. They'll have the number 2 ranked team in Division 4, Aquinas, coming to town on Monday. Grunhofer to the line for 2. Contrary for Assumption, so Neillsville has at Gilman, at Columbus Catholic, at Auburndale Christmas Tournament. Host Loyal on January 5th. Then host Gilman, host Arcadia, and then head to Loyal. Coach Geyer is just much like Coach Klein, helped put his team through the ringer right after the new year. Right before the new year, they have the Auburndale Christmas Tournament. Then they have Loyal, Gilman, Arcadia, and then Loyal and Stratford. There's going to be a couple big games for the ladies here in Neillsville. Get you the Assumption schedule coming up as Grunhofer throws away. Ionara just throws it up to the basket. Wow, what a save by Ionara somehow. And Emily Bowen to the line for 2. Get you the Assumption upcoming schedule here. Bowen to the line for 2. First one is good. Last couple of gyms, Greenwood and Pittsville, have been as quiet as a golf course. Second one is good. 2 for 2 from the line. There you go. 49-40. Back to a single-point deficit. Mosley pull up off the back bracket. Fought for. Kristen Casey comes away with it. She gets fouled 75 feet from the bucket with 3:06 remaining. So upcoming schedule for the Royals. Host Aquinas, host Spencer. That is a game that is going to be very special for the people in Spencer and Assumption. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Then they head to Rhinelander, head to Stratford. That'll be a good one right after the new year. Head to Rib Lake. A lot on the road to start 2021. Swings it back around. And we will have all home games for the Royals right here at Zaleski Sports. Exclusive Zaleski Sports action for you. Grunhofer, right baseline. Back over to Youngworth. She's got 9, going for 12, just off. Offense rebound, Emily Bone. She gets fouled. She'll go to the line for 2. Hear from our friends over at Awards and More right now. Next dead ball. 9-point game, I'm sure, with plenty of timeouts remaining for both sides. As Kristen Casey gets straight check back in. That is one spot where Emily Bone has improved immensely during the off-season. Free throws. Very good free throw shooter. Did I give her the jinx? I did not. Bone 2 for 2 from the line. 7-point deficit. 2:43 remaining. Terrence Stockheimer to inbound. Stockheimer back over to Opelt. Opelt to Stockheimer. 2.5 remaining. Mosley has it. They have taken an extra pounce. Opelt with it. 2:25 to go. Gotta love the resilience from this Assumption girls team. They've shown it all year. Their one loss, they've only lost, their loss to Shawano has been their biggest loss of the year. That was 8 points. 2 minutes to go. Other than that, they lost to Phillips by 3, lost to Auburndale by 3. 7-point game now, 1:55 to go. Hands it off to Trunkle, and Ionara will pick up the foul with 1:49 remaining. Next foul on both sides will be bonus. Put him into the penalty with 1:49 remaining. Been a good game here this afternoon, that's for sure. Big collision and a blocking foul on Jesse Grundhofer. And Emma Mosley will go to line for 1-1. Awards and More is your one-stop location for awards, plaques, trophies, embroidery, screen printing, and promotional products. Awards and More is also the proud sponsor for the Zaleski Sports Athlete of the Month. Vote for the Awards and More Zaleski Sports Athlete of the Month at ZaleskiSports.com and visit Awards and More on Facebook to begin your next trophy order today. Mosley at the line for 1-1. First one off the back bracket. Bone with skies high for the rebound. 1:45 remaining. Not done yet. Ionara left open. Pull-up jumper off the front bracket. Couldn't get it to go. Emily Bone with the offensive rebound. Back over to Ionara. 90 seconds remaining. Down 7. Grundhofer with it. Hands it off to Izzy Youngworth. Izzy's had the hot hand. Just throws it into the center of the lane and nobody home. They have thought Emily Bone was going to cut. 80 seconds left. And Terrence Stockheimer will go to line for 1-1. Again, don't forget to stick around for our Neillsville Dairy post-game show. Give you a wrap-up of this one. Give you our schedule for next week at Zaleski Sports. Stockheimer at the line for 1-1. Taryn averages 8 points a game, has 1 3-pointer here today. First one is up and good. Again, the resilience of this Assumption team coming off of not playing in 2 weeks. Coach Klein kind of said it was like restarting the whole season. And that one is off, and it will go to Assumption. So as Coach Geyer will take a timeout, a full timeout. We'll be back to Neillsville right after this.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Well, 1:17 to go here in the second half. Coach Geyer took the timeout, down or up by 8. Assumption needing help. Izzy Youngworth. Izzy has had 3 3-pointers here in the second half. Ionara with it. 70 seconds left, 1:10. Hands it off to Sanz de Rosas. Got to do something. She picks up her dribble. Hands it off to Sammy Nelson. Kicks it over to Izzy Youngworth. Back over to Ionara. Grundhofer left open. 3-pointer left side off the front bracket. Can't get it to go. 50 seconds to go, and Emily Bone will pick up the foul. That'll be her third, team's 9th, with 51.5 seconds remaining. Again, Assumption has had some crazy games so far this year. This is their 6th of the season. Neillsville 6 as well. Off the back, can't get it to go. Emily Bone comes away with the rebound. Still a chance. 45 seconds left, down by 8. We've seen crazier things. Sammy Nelson hands off to Ionara. Takes it all the way. Euro steps up and can't get it to go. Offense rebound, Emily Bone. She was kicking it out, and they're going to say she was shooting. Emily Bone will go to the line for 2. Coach Geyer can't believe it. The official says 2 free throws. 39.5 left. First one for Emily. Didn't give it enough. Bend those knees a little bit more. When you get tired, you short arm it. All of her points have come from the free throw line this afternoon. And just rims out off the hands of Grundhofer. It'll go back to Neillsville. That one went 360 right into the hands of Jesse. Got knocked from behind, but with the spin of the ball was a big factor in that. 38.2 remaining. 8-point game. Neillsville ahead. Getting Neillsville's closest game, a 9-point win over McDonald Central. And going to find Boyer. Goodness gracious. And they're going to draw the foul. Now double bonus the rest of the way for Neillsville with 28 seconds remaining. 10 seconds off the clock during that last scuffle. Amelia Trunkle to the line for 2. First one for Amelia is off the right side. This is where Assumption struggled in their Phillips game, was to hit free throws. Bone and Grundhofer check back in. See if Assumption can take advantage of Neillsville's missed free throws. 28 seconds left, and it is good. Trunkle 1 for 2. She's got 12. Ionara with it. 20 seconds remaining. Hands it up. Now right back to her. Ionara, right corner, picks up her dribble into Grundhofer. Nelson, good defense. It's been this way all afternoon. Could be hit from behind, and that should do it here. As it was a ill-advised whistle. Coach Klein says no foul. And Coach Geyer will take a timeout. 11.5 seconds remaining. We'll hear from our friends at Hewitt. Come back after this.
Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right. Free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today.
Welcome back to Neillsville. 11.5 seconds to go. 51-42 Warriors on top. We'll see what kind of defense Coach Klein has intact here to finish. And they're going to pass it up to Emma Mosley. Back over to Paris Opelt, and that will do it here this afternoon. Great basketball game between two very good teams. The Neillsville Warriors will get a win here this afternoon. 51-42 over the Assumption Royals. And we'll step aside here from our friends at Neillsville Dairy and get you ready for our Neillsville Dairy postgame show. Back to Neillsville right after this.
Well, the Grow Wisconsin Dairy Processing Grant is for really any dairy, or up to $50,000 you can get for like improvements, help with like food safety aspects. It's actually you have to pay part of the service that you're getting, so you have to pay 20% of it. So we were actually granted $6,150. And so that's the 80%. So our project is at a little over $7,000. So that's showing them that we're doing something with their milk. We're not just taking it, turning it into cheese, setting it in the store, sending it to the customer, like everyone else does. Anything that we do in the plant with food safety is great for everyone. It's not just great for us. It's telling the customer that we make a good product. It's telling the farmer, our patrons, that we're doing good with their milk. And so that should really go to heart. That you're going to get a safe product coming out of here. It's cool to see that all the Hymans are they really like to see their name out in the community, but especially for anything with children's groups. They sponsor a bike raffle every year, and they actually go and give it to the kid in the schools. I know that's a huge thing every year. But yeah, it's really cool to see their name out there. Seeing them a sponsor, we all got kids, we all were kids, so most likely something came out of here that we've done.
We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Letta, Caseri, Cafflettieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Welcome back to Neillsville High School. You're in the Neillsville Dairy postgame show. Neillsville Dairy fresh cheese curds made daily. NeillsvilleDairy.com. It was a great basketball game for a Saturday afternoon. Assumption coming into this game not having played in over 2 weeks and taking Neillsville to the end here this afternoon. It was 27-18 at halftime in favor of Neillsville. It finishes up 51-42. Go through some final scoring here. First for the victorious Neillsville Warriors. Bella Opelt finishes with she was held 7 points under her season average. Jaden Barth with 3. Emma Mosley, 8 points, all in the second half. She averages 8 points. Amelia Trunkle averages 13. She finishes with 12. Kylie Boyer finishes with 4. She averages 3. Paris Opelt had some easy open layups. She finishes with 11. She averages 8. And Terrence Stockheimer finishes with 4. For the Assumption Royals, Izzy Youngworth came alive in the second half, hitting 3 3-pointers. She finishes with 9. Sammy Nelson with 3. Kristen Casey finishes with 2. Ayanara Sainz de Rosas finishes with 13. Jessie Grundhofer with 9. And Emily Bone scoring 6 in the second half, all via the free throw here this afternoon for their 42 points. Again, Neillsville's their closest win of the year came against McDonald Central. That was also a 51-42 victory probably last week against McDonald Central. Assumption drops to 2-4 on the year. Again, they'll be right back at Assumption High School on Monday. They will take on now the number 2 ranked team in Division 4, Lacrosse Aquinas, on Monday night. Neillsville, as mentioned, will have the Auburndale tournament coming up right after Christmas, as they will head to Gilman on Monday, and then Columbus Catholic will have, of course, the Columbus Catholic game for you over in Marshfield. Coming up on Zaleski Sports, as mentioned, Anaco at Marshfield Gymnastics on Monday, and Aquinas at Assumption Girls Basketball Tuesday. A whole slate of games right before Christmas. Spash at Marshfield Boys Basketball. Wausau West at Marshfield Hockey. That'll be a great game. Neillsville at Columbus Catholic Girls Basketball. Stratford at Auburndale Boys Basketball. That should be another good basketball game. Marathon at Assumption Boys Basketball. Kevin Bargander and I will be there. Edgar at Mosney for Girls Basketball on Tuesday, right before Christmas. So with that, we're going to sign off here from Neillsville High School. Again, a fantastic basketball game here this afternoon. The Neillsville Warriors improved to 6-0 on the season, the number 9 ranked team in Division 4. The Assumption Royals drop to 2-4 on the season. Again, final score here from Neillsville. The Assumption Royals fall to the Warriors 51-42. Have a great, safe weekend, everyone, and we will talk to you on Monday from Assumption.